And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LFG Golf Oz podcast. We're here as a very special follow-on to our special guest series. And we're here today joined by the lovely Daniel Blinkhorn, aka Blinky. Mate, thanks for joining us. We've got my usual cohorts here, the lovely Big Benjamin Pace. Again, not remote. Don't have a catchy name.
You can call me whatever you want, baby.
Hard nips.
Yeah.
Also joined by our other illustrious leader here, Mr. Rob Shorty Mac. All the gear, no gear, but he's looking good today in his golf god's hat. Likewise. And he's still wearing the glasses.
Don't forget the Nevin Sunnies, one of our new partners.
Yes.
An official LFG partner.
Yeah, and they
We'll cover
look
more on that later.
spectacular. Fuck, I'm the only one without sun. Oh, god damn it. I've just realised I'm the only one without sunglasses.
You Ben Affleck, you wait.
We were going to say something, but...
No.
I don't have a hat, you don't have sunnies, that's
Yeah,
all fine.
Actually, see,
I got a little dick, I mean,
You're a good-
whatever.
yeah,
None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect.
I can still chair my
We
arms.
all have issues, mate.
No, that's right. Well, look, this is part of our special guest series where we get people in from our local community that are not only contributing to golf itself, but are creating areas, places for good fun, contributing back into the community in terms of services. But also, we've met Blinky. I met Blinky back in 2019, pre-COVID, and Daniel Blinkhorn is an owner and operator of two golf brands. So you've got the X Golf brand and you've got the Hey Caddy brand.
Correct.
So Daniel used to have Enoggera and Townsville, and at the present time, Daniel's got Townsville still. And we've also got various Hey Caddy setups, which we'll get into later. But mate, thank you for joining us. It's great to see you, buddy.
Anytime, thank you for having me, gentlemen.
Oh, mate, how's life?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Moving on from that.
Yeah, that's alright.
You know he wasn't legit then because he went 3 off days.
It was
that's what all day, all day free. He's like, yeah, man, really good.
Yeah.
And it's like how he's like, hey, come on.
No, but how's it, mate? How's everyone? Family, kids, everyone good?
Yeah, mate, family's good. Business is good. Just
Well,
doing
mate,
our thing at
Just
the moment.
fucking good.
just
Yeah.
better than us.
I get to
Just
spend time with
destroy.
you lovely gentlemen on a Saturday afternoon, so can't
I've
complain.
been very excited to catch up with you on this, Blinky. Otherwise, Benny and I have called you Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
for-
I think that was the name that needed to go first.
For as
yeah.
long as
Yeah.
this
is
is known
true,
you now, so I've
yeah.
been very excited to catch up and have a couple of beers with you, mate. So.
Perfect.
So, well, let's have a fucking crack of a beer.
Actually, I do need to hurry up.
Oh, yeah.
I may have already cracked mine, so.
That's right, you're jumping in early.
Okay, I just pissed myself. Okay.
Alright.
So anyway, we're off.
We weren't supposed to do
Yeah.
that.
Oh, no, it's
Should've
the
read
other
the
way,
notes.
mate. That's all good. But mate, again, from all of us here, it's great to see, and thanks for coming on. But you've been, I guess, quite an advocate for like LFG and what we're, I guess, trying to set. Can you just not over there?
Never mind.
Which,
Fucking Christ.
we're
The
just
mic
trying.
was pointing away, doesn't matter.
Yeah, you've been an advocate, mate, for LFG since the idea was penned at X Golf. Is when Rob and Ben. So it wasn't my brainchild; it was these two across from
In
me.
the car park where a lot of things go down.
Yeah, and they sort of
There's
approached
been
me
a few
for it.
things go down there.
Yeah. Usually me crying. I got shot 8 over. So, but mate, you've known what we've been doing for a while, and we've known you. We wanted to get you on here to kind of share with us your experiences, both in a game we're all extremely passionate about, but also from that business owner perspective, where you actually meet someone who's not giving you the trope of, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Whereas you came in and essentially started, probably, and fact check it if I'm wrong, the first X Golf in Queensland.
Yeah,
Would that be
that's-
right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and for me, my shed is across the road, and I walked out and I saw this beautiful green X and a cross. I'm going, what the hell is that? And this is mid 2019. Walked over, and it was either you or Simo or both were in there. And-
Simo wouldn't have been there at that point.
Oh no, he was hired after COVID,
Correct.
wasn't he?
No, he was there prior to COVID.
Was it just pre?
So when we started off, there was Matty, my business partner, and I.
Yeah,
And
shout out Matty Smith. How you doing, bud?
good man. It was brutal. Like that start.
Well, the start, that's-
we should have hired more people, right?
Well-
But we didn't know what we're going into.
Well, the whole thing here is that for at least, I don't know if you boys agree, but for me, the funny thing is that I don't remember a simulator or indoor golf setup being established purely for access to the public to have fun outside of a golf world a drum end or a big swing like that. I don't remember another franchise that came in, which is what attracted me so much. And I guess for us, like we've made some of our best friends that we still have today thanks to that place, and it's somewhere we can all go. But what if unless you boys want to add something else in? But my question would be, how on earth did that come to fruition and then lead into Hey Caddy?
How did we get to this point?
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's probably wind back to about 2015.
Holy shit, that's a fucking long time ago.
So Matty, I was in Europe with my wife and kid at the time. We've got 2 more since then. But anyway, so we turned out, I think it was just after Christmas, and we're in Berlin. Matty was there and a couple other mates, and like we'd had a few beers. We're like, what can we do? It's cold, it's miserable. Amazing city, but cold and miserable. And we just want to
Like
keep...
Melbourne?
Yeah. But not German.
Yeah. More Bratwurst hanging around. That big gong.
Oh, yeah, the Jewish and the Germans get along real well in Melbourne. Really good.
So yeah, we essentially, what happened is we were looking for things to do, and at that time we started searching around, seeing what we wanted to do. Is there something we can do that doesn't involve just being out in the cold? You know, we want to have some beers, we want to have some fun. There's a general love for the game of golf, although, well, even today, not an amazing golfer, but at that point we were like, there was a golf simulator and like bar style venue reasonably close. So we went to go there, it was closed, so we didn't.
Yeah.
What was the name of it? Like Nine Golf or something?
So it was one of these things, and we've all had it, where we've had a drunken idea and it's come to fruition. So for the remainder of that night, Matty and I, we had my mate Walshy there, well, sinking some tins, got pretty pissed, and we're talking about it, and we're like, you know what? We should do something like this when we get back. So then, got back in January, I called Matty and I go, you know that time we were pissed and we're talking about doing this thing?
No.
I was really fucking pissed.
Are you open to the idea if we explore this a bit further? And he goes, yeah, fuck it, why not? So started having a bit of a look what was in at least the Australian marketplace, and which was quite limited at that stage. So once we landed on X-Golf, made some calls. I think within 2 months we were down there having a chat to their operations manager and that at the time, because they were still quite.
Did you discover the brand that same drunken night?
No, it wasn't until I got back and started
Just Googling research.
yeah,
and you
doing
saw-
some research and going, okay, what is available?
Well, did
without-
they have anything established at that time?
Yeah, was
in Australia?
They did,
X-Golf?
yeah.
Yes, but it's only in...
But it was only like probably less than 5.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact number that they had. Their first venue in Melbourne, I think, launched in.
Melbourne, Berlin, same
Well,
thing.
they've got Geelong, they had Ringwood. They
Had Ringwood. They
Oh.
had Melbourne, which was
Oh yeah,
um,
yeah.
their first venue, which developers decided to do something with it else with that. So that was like at the back of a golf shop.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, Ringwood had Golf World attached to like the X-Golf.
Yeah,
I
so
think,
they
as well.
House of Golf.
House of Golf.
Yeah,
that was it.
so they House of Golf had a few.
I did my membership round there that week.
Yeah.
I did not in. It was different.
Yeah, and like being one of the first, and Marion, South Australia was in the
Which we've been to. We went there. We went there for
handful as well.
So, can I ask, Blink, what? So you came home on you drunken rampage.
We're still drunk.
Yeah. So two-part. Like, what else was out there at the time when you first started looking? And then B, what was it about X-Golf that made you guys want to approach X-Golf as opposed to
Blink Golf.
Big Swing or something like that?
So for us, it was pretty simple in the fact that what we liked about the X-Golf model is that there was, an emphasis on the entertainment of the golf, the love of the game, or not even the love of the game. Have a drink, have something to
Bring
eat.
your mates together.
To bring that like kind of community, and knowing that you're a hardcore golfer, and I know there's a lot of other models around at the moment, which really gear to the hardcore golfer. But something that was super accessible, super friendly, and like a good environment for people to come in, feel safe to like bring their kids or whatever it may be. So for us, it was the twofold. We had wanted to do a venue of sorts in the public domain for years prior to that point. So for us, it was like when we can mix
More along the Triple X range, I'm assuming, rather than
Get
Have you done
More licensing.
hospitality or entertainment before, previously? Like, what were you before you went to Berlin?
Yeah,
good
well,
question.
in my younger years, 100%, I worked on the islands off the coast. Worked in the UK.
Did you do Canada as a fucking ski lift operator?
No.
I've
I
heard that's
did,
pretty
like-
unique.
Yeah, like it's, to this day, it's still the one that I didn't get to tick off. But
It's not too late.
throughout all that time, I was working.
I shut down a lift once. I fell off it, so it just shut it all
Was
down.
Blinky the operator?
I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I kicked that guy off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had worked in hospitality, but the idea of bringing two different things together that you don't necessarily associate as much apart from playing around and having a beer after. It's like, how good is this? You can have a beer while you're playing, and you can be playing at midnight.
Yeah.
For,
Yeah.
like,
I
I
mean,
mean, we're often at midnight.
Yeah.
We never.
I must admit, the first time Ben and I ever went to X Golf, like, so we played golf and we were very much about enjoying a frothy on the course.
Yeah.
As most of us are. But you know, we'd had a couple of swings at Big Swing and all that kind of stuff, and what's that one at Portside or whatever it's called?
Bunker.
Bunker and all that stuff.
Then you got your DFO
You're
one.
right, it was very serious.
Mm.
You know, and then the first time we ever walked into an X Golf, we walked in, there was music blaring, and then there was the bar behind it, and then the big bench seat, and just eating pizza and wings and hitting, and we just went, this is us.
Yeah.
Like
Thursday,
this is our
OG
vibe.
Thursday nights.
So yeah, for us, it's
Yeah.
like almost a fuck you to the traditional norm of golf and being like, why can't there be loud music? Why can't we be having a drink? Why can't we be having something to eat and hitting balls?
That's
Like-
what
And
else
that's
he's
what
about as well, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how he got, because I was tagging it in pretty much majority of my stories, and I've known Ben and Rob for probably since 2000, late 2000, or at least early mid 2003, and they were seeing these stories and they're going, what is this? Like what is this thing that you're doing? Because I went down there and I was going there 2-3 times a week as a non-member, and I'd be hitting around and it'd be a league night, and Blinky would come and go, Steery, you want to come over and fill in? We need a fill in. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'd play a league, and that's how I got into the league, which is then how you boys found out about, and we started our own, thanks to that, which was just incredible, because Thursday nights was like rock, metal, like that was our thing.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of evolved from there.
Yeah,
Right.
so like that, that's what it was about for us.
So you started, you opened up in Nogra, which was the first in Queensland, in
Yep.
what year?
So 2019, so going back to the story before, I think it was January,
Yeah.
February maybe of 2016 that we first touched base with X Golf in their infancy. And it was 3 years in feasibility for us.
Oh wow.
Because,
Yeah.
well, not the whole time being feasibility, but it turns out finding a tenancy that can support high ceilings,
Mm.
but also being the square meter size that we need it took us, I think, but after we signed, I think it was at least 12 months till we found a site. So it's probably like 2 years of feasibility and being like, yeah, there is obviously risk to this because we're bringing it to a new market.
Yeah.
There is risk that, obviously like anything can happen. So we went through all the process. We landed on it, and we luckily, because we originally missed out on that site at Enoggera.
Oh wow, really?
So that was going to be a gun shop.
Do tell.
Oh.
So we touched base with them really early days, but the gun shop had already committed to their heads of agreement for that site.
So is X Golf HQ the ones who are mostly responsible for sourcing the locations?
No.
Okay.
Especially like
So they don't use town planners to identify.
now it's a different thing.
yes.
But when we came into